Hello, hello. We are playing Monster Prom. Apparently it's double XL. uh, ow. What does that mean? I have no idea. Alright, but we're gonna play. Alright, how many of you are there? Just me. Audio's good? Okay, thank you. And you can play up to 4 people. Yeah, select game of first term or second term. We'll do the classic first term. Around 30 minutes, a short game. Around 60 minutes. Yeah, we'll do the full game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really are. Choose player 1. Okay, so we get to choose our character. Blue, green, red, or yellow. Huh. I wonder if, like, our characters have, like, any actual impact on the story. Or not. We'll start with the fire lady. Name Red. Who are you really? Oh. You're a custom name. We'll do our custom name. Okay. Oh god, we're starting a fire. Probably not. That's not the best thing to do. And we have yet to experience this ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Oh god. Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam D. Lioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Holly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh boy. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks the truth of your soul. What the heck? Caucasian guy with a turban because fuck stereotypes? Octopus emoji, best animal on earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involve one or several octopi. What the hell? Snowman because that motherfucker is in the middle of a blizzard and he's fucking smiling. He doesn't give a fuck about blizzards and he has a kick-ass hat. I guess the snowman? So creative, so fun, so bold. The coolest reality show would be People in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs and society wins. 12 experts on the various arts of seduction live in a house where they must face a common challenge. Seducing a potato into marriage somehow. That's so stupid. 8 rich people fight in weekly challenges to see who's the best at giving money to you. I mean... yeah, I guess the last one. So smart, so charming, so wealthy. What would be a killer accessory? Coolness itself, shiny armor, a fabulous purse made from the skin of your worst enemy. Jeez. A necklace with your own name in case you forget. Fancy brass knuckles. Sunglasses at night. I guess the literal killer accessory would be the skin. Oh boy.
Let's do this.
Okay. So we have to week 1 morning. Smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, fun, money. Okay, got it. So depending on which one we go to would be where we meet certain people, I think, right? Oh, it shows what's inside. That's kind of cool. Okay, I guess we'll start at the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you a figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Oh, okay. After you're walking along, when suddenly a car skids to a halt just in front of you. It's not the most logical location for a speeding car to barrel through, and yet here we are. Vera and Damien hop out. The worst isn't bad, it's just not at the level it needs to be if you want to win this all-star drag race against a real badass hunk of metal. What's your plan to win, Damien? I just drive your car really, really, really fast. Oh, fucking course it is, Vera. That's literally how street racing works. And that may have won you the crown in the past, but it won't work against Justin Darrington. Damien, he's driving the Thunderfuck 5000. And I'm driving Nancy, a pile of shit I love and clobbered together out of every car I ever destroyed. Either in a race or just literally destroyed via arson or whatever. And Nancy can take on anyone, anything, anytime. The Thunderfuck 5000 is an electric car. Nancy runs on the juice of little actual dinosaur corpses. What could be more badass than that? I don't know, maybe running a pure lightning? Nancy is a piece of shit, Damien. Deep down you know that she does not have what it takes to win us this thing. Seems like this drag race is pretty important to the two of them, and that they're not going to come to an agreement on their own. Looks like it's up to you to be the voice of reason. Attitude is everything, but Nancy will never embrace her inner fierceness with all of Vera's criticisms. Come on, Damien. Let's give this car a makeover. Vera, you're right. Nancy is amazing, but she can't quite make the grade. We need to crossbreed her with a faster car. Between these two, I think I like Vera more. So we'll try to go for Vera. Perfect. We can get a brand new qualified race car and Damien can still feel like a shitty subpar car is useful. Nancy is a thing of beauty and grace. Vera, but as long as her genes that live on in whatever machine I drive is to victory, the plan is A-okay by me. The three of you get to work setting up what could easily be considered one of the most impressive and high-tech car crossbreeding programs in the country. You find a very shiny red electric limousine to serve as Nancy's stud and start to the breeding process along, which mostly consists of making the cars a reservation at an appropriately fancy and expensive restaurant, and loading up their CD players with smooth jazz. Wait, so are the cars like human beings where they need to like breed? What? So it's like that, like Cars, the actual movie, but they can make more cars. Sometime later, Nancy gives birth. Oh, okay, yeah. Don't ask how, not important. To the ultimate race car. Look at what we've made, huh guys? I mean, mostly what Nancy and El Diablo made, but we helped get them there.
Not bad.
Oh, they have different outfits. Yeah, honestly, this car is a masterpiece. I've been looking for my next business venture, and I think I may go into a high-end race car breeding. People make thousands off of breeding horses to race, and horses want to fuck. How hard could it be? By that logic, I bet I can make millions breeding race cars. You totally could. I'd be your first customer. Huh, you already were. I send you your invoice later. Well, looks like Damien has the race in the bag, Vera has a new business venture, and the world has a new species of super race cars. You gain +2 boldness and 1 money from a kickback from Vera, which comes with a genuine smile from her. Score. Nice.
Let's do this.
Oh boy. So do we get to choose where we want to sit? Oh. I guess we'll who is this person? I have not seen that cat person. Oh, I can't sit next to Vera. I guess we'll hang out here. You find Jamie and Vera hunched over a scale model of Spooky National Bank made of milk cartons, lunch trays, and ketchup packets. Alright, we'll go in through the side entrance, disable the alarms with an EMP, and blow the safe. The outfit changes are interesting, but why does he look like he's about to play D&D? Is that what they're doing right now? Why don't we just blow up the side entrance, blow up the alarms, and blow up the safe? Because we only have so much C4, Damien. That sounds like a personal problem. What's this thing? Damien points at the kosher dill pickle in front of the vault labeled Police Ogre. That's the Police Ogre. He's got eyes all the way around his head, never sleeps, doesn't take bribes, and is invincible in combat. Can we blow him up? No, we can't blow him up. We need to find a way around him. Well, I'm out of ideas. Yo, we'll cut you in on the heist if you can solve this ogre problem for us. Luckily, you're a heist mastermind. Before Vera or Damien can react, you rob the bank yourself and split the money with Vera. Eat the pickle. Rob the bank yourself and split the money with Vera. Quick as a flash, you take a cab over to the bank, walk in front door, fist bump the police ogre, and walk out with all the money. You ride back to school and dump half the money out on the table, totally blurring their shitty scale model of the bank. What? How? You explain that you and the police ogre go to the same salsa dancing class, taking advantage of personal friendships for illicit profit. I've never respected you more. I assume this pile of money and gold ingots is my share? You nod sexily. Hey, where's my cut? I've got your cut right here, interloper. Vera stabs Damien with one of the irresponsibly sharp butter knives the school cafeteria provides. You've never been more turned on. Oh boy.
Let's do this.
Oh, so I see there's someone's face on there now. I don't know who that is. Okay, so it's nighttime now. Auditorium. I guess we'll go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Hooray. Later, you came across Damien and Vera in a hallway, nonchalantly holding a locker shut with all their strength. The locker has a sign on it that says, "Nothing to see here," and is screaming. Shut the hell up, you. Adorable, fluffy little Fluffy. You see, we're spending quality time with our new pet. Isn't that right, Damien? From somewhere within the locker, you hear, "My parents will pay anything," before Damien kicks the door. Yeah, that's right. Adorable, quiet Fluffy, who's going to stay quiet if he knows what's good for him. You know, I don't really have a great track record with pets. I had some mice for half a day, but my hair ate all of them. It sure would be a shame if our new pet died before we receive the true joy of pet ownership. Yes, exactly. The sweet, sweet bank account filling filthy rich making joy of pet ownership. Surely you have lots of knowledge about pet care. Why not share some of it? You know what pets love? Hardcore death metal all the time to drown out their noises. If you love something, set it free. Just implant the tracking device first. I feel like Vera would like the tracking device.
Oh, not bad.
Now there's a scheme I can get behind, in front of, and all over. If our beloved pet believes he has his freedom, he'll stop struggling so much. Yeah, all good pet owners microchip them, and we'll keep close tabs to make sure he doesn't get hit by a car or impregnate the neighborhood pets. And we can knock him out first if he doesn't even know he's microchipped, and it'll be smooth sailing right up until our pet is housebroken, or at least some kind of broken.
That has been quite pleasing.
I have so much confidence in this plan that I'm going to go ahead and order those blood diamond earrings. The suffering of the laborers makes them so much sparklier. Oh, the joy of knowing that crime truly does pay. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Dang. Hi, emo. Damn, week 2 already? Okay. I don't know who that girl is, but I guess we're gonna go to the library now. That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time is paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. As you walk down the hallway trying to beat a level of Bone Crush on your phone, you run smack into Vera, also engrossed in her phone. Sure, feel free to read over my shoulder. You wouldn't understand the charts anyway. Varan has been mouthing off about being a princess again, and as if that's so amazing.
Pathetic.
She's a princess underwater. You know what's underwater? Sea slugs and fish shit. You know what's not underwater? This school. Why should birthright matter when there are so many other factors that determine a person's worth? Their beauty, their cruelty, their business sense. And using all these factors, I've divided the school into cools and uncools. Now I just need to find a way to reinforce the superiority of the cools over the uncools. Uncool students should have to carry cool students from class to class on chases. Rotting squid should be thrown at uncool students to remind them of how uncool they are. I feel like the carrying might be something she'd like. Oh, I do worry about my shoes getting scuffed up getting from class to class. Oh, I guess she didn't like that. These cooperative scale pumps cost 2,000. What am I supposed to do? Walk in them? A few days later, you see Vera being carried from Apparitions 3 to AP Fear, maundering on a studded couch. But right before your horrified eyes, the hand falls off of Frankenstein's monster carrying her, sending Vera toppling to the ground. Ow! Damn it! My snakes are all twisted up in one another. It took my reptile dresser hours to get my look right. Whose dumb idea was it to put my physical safety in the hands of someone too stupid to become cool? That would be you. Better flee from the scene before she notices your stupid idea having face. You lose -2 boldness and -1 creativity. Damn. How's my Saturday going? It's alright.
Let's do this.
Alright, where is Vera? Oh, she's over here now. Oh, can you only like sit in specific chairs? I guess. As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting a forkful of quinoa into her mouth. She brings lunch from home when... Food fork 6A, who do we delicate? Eating, yay, eating. Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you to be the best eater in the whole school. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for our cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be it. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheering for Vera to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to get eaten by Vera in a walk-in freezer. The problem is obvious that we aren't dressed up as a giant salad. Move. This one doesn't seem good. Maybe this one. Oh, huh. It's just like when we cheer for the other team to lose instead of cheering for our team to win. Yes, I invented that cheerleading strategy. It gives us a huge psychological edge against teams that hate losing. I'm gonna go try it right now. Those vegetables are going to get so inspired. Scott runs up to the kitchen to inspire the vegetables. You can hear his muffled shouting from the back, but it's not bad.
That has been quite pleasing.
Thanks. Now I can finally enjoy this quinoa and baby tear salad without unwanted encouragement. For the next week, all of the cafeteria food seems extremely eager to get in your mouth. Cheerleading really works.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's see. We'll go outdoors. That day during recess, you started a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Later, you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing way beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is where exactly I can find the details for a proper blood ritual. Why don't we ask the coven? They're witches, they should know all about blood magic. Literally just search the internet, like, that's literally what it is there for. Let's go to the coven. Of course, I knew those basic bitches would come in handy one day. Actually, I really didn't. I always thought they were pretty useless, but I'm never mad at the proven wrong when it serves me. Using the skills you gain during the extra credit summoning seminar, you call forth the coven. What is it now? Is there some emergency? Is the world in need of saving? Of course not. The world is the worst. Why would I ever want to save it? No, I just want to be prom queen, and I need some blood magic to guarantee my victory. And I figured you three could do something productive for once. Under no circumstances will we be revealing any magical secrets to help a pretty little brat become prom queen. I generally cannot think of a more frivolous use of blood magic than this egotistical little side quest. Every time I think the students of this school could not be any more ludicrous. Yeah, when I need your opinion, I'll ask for it. You're the one who called us here. Yeah, and a lot of help you've been. Now get out of my sight before I use my sight to turn you to stone. Vera turns to your sorry ass. Hi. That includes you, useless. I'll find the ingredients myself. Thanks for nothing. Yeah, useless. You lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. Aw. I have re-entered the robotic art. Is my mic messing up? Alright, let me replug. Alright, testing. How's that now? Is audio okay now? Or is it still being a little bit buggy? La da 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 na 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 na. It's better? Okay. Thank you. Okay, guess we're going to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Without warning, Vera pulls you aside and hisses in your ear. Oh my god, the stalker's back. You follow her pointed finger and see a guy dressed in a white toga and winged sandals facing away from you. He looks like a creep. He's been following me everywhere. He thinks I don't notice him checking me out in that mirrored shield he has, but I totally do. It's such a chore being this beautiful all the time. How am I ever going to get rid of him? Threaten to feed a damsel to a sea monster that'll distract him. He looks Greek. Why not bribe Zeus, king of the gods? Maybe she might like this. Excuse me? You want me to get rid of my stalker? By giving him another girl to stalk? Are you out of your mind? I will not stand for another girl having more stalkers than me. It's just not right. What the heck? I am the hottest. He stalks me or he stalks no one. Got it? Vera stalks off, stalked by her stalker. You were just trying to be helpful. You lose 2 charm and 1 creativity. Damn. All that work for nothing.
Let's do this.
Vera, I'm sorry. Please talk to me. You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them. Thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. This school has literally no rules, apparently. Ah, wine. The most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think. So do you know about wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I have only learned how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it. All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points to the bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in permanent marker. Ew. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which one is the best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyway. You severely recommend. Try the sangria. It pairs well with seafood and blood. The tannins in this robust Malbec are an elegant way to mask the taste of poison. Perfect for diplomatic missions. Maybe this one. You know the pronounced sweetness and citrus flavor would go well with an unholy blood meal. I didn't mean to give it to him, damn it. I've always tried to pair Pinot Noir with blood, you know, because Noir means dark, like my soul. And I always avoid sangria because the little bits of fruit in it made it seem inauthentic. But I suppose the clue is in the title, isn't it? This truly is a new dawn of sanguine cuisine. Well, not dawn per se, but let's say a new dusk. Yes, a new dusk for sanguine cuisine. As someone who does not literally drink blood, I'm afraid I can't share your enthusiasm. But I do like to imagine vampires getting chunks of fruit stuck between their fangs. Liam ignores her. He's too busy gazing at you over the rim of his glass. He's a little drunk, but you don't judge. Okay. Damn.
Let's do this.
Okay, I guess we're going to the bathroom. That day you skipped class just to hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Afterwards, you discovered you've been poisoned, and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out.
Hey there.
There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise and I need a concierge. The idea is simple, yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor, differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free-range organic murders. Viral marketing, literally. Tailor a high contagious virus to make people love murder. I feel like, yeah, she would like that more. You can do that? Great. You can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. And so, this is working better than I could have imagined. Demand for murder has gone through the roof since you released that virus. Sure, the side effects include vomiting, bloody tears, male lactation, cobra feet, time dilation, rigor mortis, rectal teeth, renegade spleen, microaggressions, sudden tattoos, hair trauma, liquefaction, and coughing. But it's well worth it for the profit I'm raking in. Plus, I'm making a literal killing selling people the antidote for all these side effects. It's not actual antidote though, it's actually just heroin. Same difference. Damn. Did you know they used to give heroin to babies as a cough suppressant? Yeah, the real world is exactly as immoral as this video game, but whatever. You gain +2 creativity and +1 money. Hooray.
Let's do this.
Okay. She's in the auditorium. I don't know what that means. Yeah, what does it mean if we go where she is?
Stranger.
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats. Shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures. Even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look. Okay. Why, the hottest thing is being yourself. Honey, but a Latin accent is a loose second, to be honest. A sexy fake Latin accent. A pageant. Oh god. High school social life is so hard nowadays that hiring a PR agent is totally a thing. A fake badass tattoo. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too, and go to some kind of super prison. Secret cred. +9,000. A tampon used by the former prom queen. Ew. You know, for good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions, don't even dare ask me how I got this. Oh wait, do we need this for a blood ritual? A corpse. Yeah, I'm selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory. It is not as if I'm trying to dispose of it. The gift that keeps on giving. It says event for that one. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs giving. Yeah. Okay. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Are you sure about this? You can always use online encyclopedia as trademark to get the general idea and still be able to act as if you've read it. A blanket with two holes? Literally just a white blanket with two eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots. A penguin mask. You want this, you sick pervert? I had no idea you appreciate a good old reverse Romanian Wilson. I must admit, it's kind of hot you're into that kinky shit. What the hell? Some impractical, yet kind of funny glasses. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't. But they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. A motivational poster. Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education from great mentors, and tons of raw talent. Excuse me. But damn, that sounds exhausting, so let's settle for a motivational poster for now, okay? We're gonna go. So you just came here to say hi? What a weirdo. Human interaction is so less here. Okay. Oh, that used up the time. Okay.
Let's do this.
Here she is. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, the swan folding is for the first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. If you fold the napkin like so, it creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. This writhing snake fold is for when it's time to leave Vera alone and stop exploiting napkin folds. Well, that's quite a specific fold. Under what circumstance would one use? Oh, I see. Damn right you see. And notice how my whole head is covered in writhing snakes? So basically just assume that don't talk to Vera about napkins time is all the time. It's a year-round festival. People the world over celebrate it by not folding napkins at me. Well, it's not very elaborate napkin fold, is it? You explain that your fold lacks in complexity. It makes up for with the 12 ounces of cobra venom in it and split at will. Right, well, I see we subscribe to different schools of napkinery. I'll leave you two at it then. Your reward for running Miranda off is a one-on-one lunch with Vera. You've never felt so alive. Hooray!
Let's do this.
Man, Minecraft school looks different. Why is it Minecraft school? It's not Minecraft school. Alright, I guess we'll go to the library. That day, you spent some time in the library's PC, sending malicious spam emails to the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? You gain +2 money. Hooray. Between class periods, you discovered a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP.
Hey, you.
I'm so glad you've come. I have another crime problem which would benefit from your insight. Thanks to your input, murder has converted to the market an app-based assassination, and yet the other crime lords don't take me seriously. Just because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar, those sexist morons think this is just a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin qualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. How can I show these Shavian goons that what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something. You're my most trusted advisor. Quit crime, they'll come crawling back once they see how bad it is without you. Write a song about it. I'll help. Quit crime. You know, if this advice was coming from anyone other than you, I'd ignore it. But you haven't been wrong yet. I mean, I have for the first one of the 2 times, but okay. Fine. As of today, I'm quitting crime. I'll let the other bosses know. I'm sure they'd be so pleased. A few days later, you're getting a manicure with Vera when she gets a mobile notification and practically screams. Those punks! Do you know, the Ice Picks and the Hungry Mark invited all the other crime lords to the beach for a barbecue. They're posting pictures on Momentagram. They're having so much fun selling heroin and murdering each other without me. Ugh, I wish I was there. I could murder all of them so much better than they're murdering each other. And do you see how Joey the arsonist is cooking those burgers? They're not even close to rare. They're lost without me, and they don't even know it. I never should have listened to you. Some advisor you are. Vera doesn't leave any more horse heads in your locker. You think that would be a good thing, but it's symbolic of a loss of trust between you. You lose -2-1 and -1 charm. Bruh.
Let's do this!
Okay, I guess we're going outdoors. The day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magician Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob, the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Welp, it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. God damn! You notice Vera and Miranda at the edge of the rave with their arms crossed. You dance over to try to find out what's up. I truly want to be excited about this uproarious event, but I'll say what we're both thinking. This rave looks like a techno trash fire. I do not wish to be crude, but it is true. I want to hang out and have a good time, but I cannot relax in this chaotic environment. I put some thought into this, and I think that the problem is a lack of color coordination. It almost always is. That's why my father painted everything in the kingdom aquamarine. But we have no legal authority at this rave. How will we ever coordinate their colors? That's where I'm stuck right now. Frankly, if only there were some way. Filter everyone through the dangerous magic prism. Color-seeking German shepherds. Filter everyone? You pull out the prism of color separation that you crafted in your AP Attack fashion class. You toss it to the center of the dance, and it lights up like an extremely deadly disco ball. Look, it's sucking in students and spitting them out in lines according to the color of their outfits. Why are they screaming? Does that mean it's working? Yes, that's what that means. The prism destroys several students because it can't determine the primary color of their outfits, but that's what they get for not matching. You gain +2 charm, +1 smart.
Let's do this!
Vera. You find Vera and Polly at their table, deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business idea. People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food. Business idea. Price out of the cafeteria's current food supplier by selling plastic food. Business idea. Nipples. What the fuck? Just nipples. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit. That's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product will be. Tapeworms, they're gluten-free, dairy-free, 100% organic, and you can get them for free from sick cows. Meth. It's what's for lunch. Tapeworms.
That has been quite
What a
pleasing.
delicious idea.
What?
But what about for like ghosts and stuff? Ghosts want to lose weight too. We'll just sell ghosts of tapeworms alongside the living ones naturally. Where are you gonna get tapeworm ghosts? Simple. I'll just kill tapeworms with unfinished business, which is pretty much any tapeworm. Honestly, they're very ambitious.
Awesome, boo.
Well, all of my objections to this plan were solved. Scam away. Soon Vera's new slender friends are all the rage in the cafeteria, and she seems to tolerate your presence even more, and everybody's losing weight.
Let's do this.
Oh boy, okay. So we were at the library. No, we were just outdoors, so now we're at the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her that in many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reason to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain 1 plus 1 PFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and plus 2 charm. Bruh. During the next match, your team is struggling and one of your teammates is distracted with some other shit. Guess which one? Polly, are you just scrolling through dick pics on Vampire? No, Vera, I'm totally participating and engaging in physical activity. I just love gym class. Come on, Polly, do you really want the shame of losing to Liam? He's been doing organic blood shots out of a rabbit skull in between rounds. And Damien's going to shove it in our faces. I hate when Damien tries to shove anything in my face. Look, I like winning as much as the next monster, but why is dodgeball apparently the only sport we ever play at the school? Some schools do volleyball in gym, or track and field, or cross-country skiing. But what we have is dodgeball, and I want to win. When life gives you lemons, you gotta squirt some lemon juice in someone's eye. Totally. Let me just finish editing this selfie. Have you seen this mascara filter? Adorbs. Maybe there's a way to inspire Polly to get on your level and lead you to victory. Wouldn't all of you be happier that way? Don't you see? Dodgeball is just dancing that you can win at. Distract Polly, smash your cell phone, blame the other team. That's true. You shoot Vera a meaningful look, which conveys your entire plan because of monster skills. Hey Polly, is that a bag of cocaine someone left on the bleachers? What? Who leaves their coke unprotected? I always keep mine in my bra, so it's close to where my heart used to be. The moment Polly's head is turned, you knock the cell phone out of her hand and place the ball at her feet. What? Polly, it looks like the other team threw a ball that shattered your cell phone. What an unexpected calamity. Are you kidding me? No one messes with my phone. Grah! You've never seen Polly like this, and you hope never again. She's clearly an expert at handling balls. Since the entire opposing team has fallen, it also helps that balls thrown at Polly go straight through her. That'll show him what happens to people who mess with my phone. Good thing that she doesn't know that in this case, people was you. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness.
Let's do this.
I guess we're going to the bathroom. The day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity, so you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. The graffiti says I'm bold as fuck, and you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice sounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold, and then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, look at you. Later you're wandering through the halls when you hear a voice from around the corner.
Hi.
Hey. I seem to have accidentally turned a bitch to stone with my gaze. Don't get me wrong, she's totally deserved it. Her nose is obviously fake. Plus that nail polish, abominable. But this isn't exactly the first time I've done this, and Principal Giant Spider said if I did it again, I get detention. So now I need to dispose of yet another body, and I thought that since you're so attractive and kind and clever, you'd be willing to cover up the literal murder I've committed, no questions asked, right? Easy, we'll just dress her up in some stuff from the theater and set her up in the quad like she's a new piece of art. Never you fear, my lovely murderess. My good buddy Mr. Hammer will make short work of the evidence. I'll even give you the nose as a trophy. You don't even wait for Vera's okay before smashing up the statue. To be honest, you just really love smashing statues. Brutal, though cost-effective. I'm impressed. Maybe next time we can skip the turning a bitch into stone part and go straight to you, dismembering them with a hammer. You don't mind, right? You better not. I've got something on you now. Blah blah. Oh, I've got something on you now. Vera wiggles her rival's dismembered fake nose at you, menacingly. This is great news. Blackmail is how Vera shows affection. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Hooray. It's lunch.
Let's do this.
I feel like I should probably buy the stuff, huh?
What's up?
Alright, so... Oh, the gift is not here no more? The $0. Mind control, because inside every person there's a potential surf. Why would I want that? Oh, you can only get one thing at a time?
Let's do this.
Shit. Okay, I guess we'll go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there. There might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of life as your end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. You turn around to find Vera staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason it's not a death stare this time. She actually looks kind of happy to see you. Weird. You decide to do what you do best. Push your luck. Finally, if you'd taken any longer to come over, I would have had my minions drag you here. Oh, look at her. She's in a little D&D outfit. Listen, my date for tonight was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault. Anyway, I need to fill the slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could. Reckon me one of your more attractive friends? Huh, just kidding, darling. You're not half bad. But seriously, meet me at the Thousand Arms at 9:15 p.m. or the vultures will eat twice today. Did Vera just ask you out on a date? She did. This is like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now. But if you don't want this to be more than just a one-time thing, you best come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over. A magic mirror that will always tell her how fabulous she looks. The head of her greatest enemy. You get your trusty decapitator axe out of storage and lop the head off of Zaglar Babcock, shape-shifting reptile human rights attorney. Luckily, reptoids don't bleed much. You're able to deliver the head in a delicate satin pouch on a silver tray. At dinner that night, Vera excitedly unties the drawstrings and opens the bag. Oh, you shouldn't have. Because murder is a crime, but I'm glad you did it anyway. Zalgar has been such a pain ever since he discovered that I don't pay my child laborers, or some nonsense like that. How's a girl supposed to make a living when she's expected to pay every child that works for her? Vera later informs you that her actual greatest enemy is time itself, but you can't decapitate time. And anyway, it's the thought that counts. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. Alright. Who you asked to prom? Damien, Polly, Scott, Vera, Miranda, Liam. None of them. Damn, that's an option. No, we're gonna ask Vera, of course.
Hey there.
Ask Vera to the prom. Yes.
Let's do this!
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to prom with you. Sorry, I'm focusing on my career. Oh. My career in not dating losers like you. Aw. Bye, loser.
Prom with you?
Damn, you're bad at interacting with people. We got achievement, epic loser. You have another player having been rejected for the first time. Damn. To repent for the sin of making such bad choices, you were forced to walk around the school in nude, accompanied by a nun who chanted shame over and over while ringing a big bell. Classic. Damn. New secret endings, new events, new outcomes, events, total runs. Damn, 16 of 421 outcomes. Oh my god, that's a lot. Damn, the statistics of this game is high. Most likely to survive for a year drinking only her own pee. Vera most tsundere. Hey, what does that mean? Damn. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien became a renowned drag racer until he died in the most badass way during a race. At the funeral, you spotted him hidden among the crowd. He winked at you. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful, maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended them, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay. Time to try it again. Damn. Huh. Is there a way to make this go live faster? Figured. Okay, there you go. Unlocked. You just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. Oh, okay, unlocked. You have unlocked a new image in the gallery. Cool. Endings. New ending from Vera. Damn. Okay. More art. Oh. Okay, that's cool. We'll take a look at all this back later. But damn, we're gonna try again. It's not the mic cutting out, it's the stream itself. What do you mean? Is audio being weird again? Wait, shit. I didn't mean to go back. Back to menu. One player. First term. Full game. We'll just skip all this. I guess we'll just keep it as red. Just so to make things faster.
Light it up.
Let the game audio and your audio cut out at the same time. Ah. Got it. Okay. Let's do a different one. We'll do that one. Oh, the coolest prize you find in your box cereal. Oh, it's different. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. A simple, more nutritious breakfast option so people are encouraged to stop eating that Kofo crap. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. Jesus. I guess the first one. What would a killer accessory be? Okay, this one is hers.
Let's do this.
How is audio now? Am I like bugging right now or something? Okay. We'll start at the auditorium again. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended and give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for the generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. You gain +2 creativity. Hooray. You see a horde of classmates running away from Vera and Scott. They're all screaming, "Spoilers!" Ah, I see. So, depending on which character's accessory I guess you get, they'll pop up like as your first interaction.
Great.
Have you seen the latest episode of Detective Wereweasel? Wereweasel finally exposed the cartel's entire operation.
Awesome, bro.
I did. It was so exciting. I peed on Grandma's carpet.
Not bad.
I know, right? And the cartel's organizational structure is so cool. I took so many notes.
Oh, bro.
But last night was the last episode. I was so sad. I peed on Grandma's carpet. Well, why don't we start our own TV show? We'll make it better than Wereweasel.
What?
Better than Wereweasel? Is that even possible? We're the perfect team. I have money, and you're the gullible target audience. Gorgona Film Studios requires your ideas. Scott Gorgona Film Studios? We'll talk about that later. Right now, I need ideas. When the Mafia threatens to close his gym, the ugly-ass Nosferatu must expose the syndicate to save the only place that lets him do his reps. Chile, 1985. When Pinochet floods the market with black cocaine, a courageous drug dealer becomes a private eye to the black male Pinochet and saves her coke labs.
Oh, not bad.
Did you just create the most relatable detective ever? That was a rhetorical question. Obviously, a young entrepreneur fighting to save her business from government regulation is objectively relatable. But she's a drug trafficker. She's a businesswoman protecting free markets. Doesn't that sound to you like the Monster Carrion dream? I didn't think about it this way, but if she's a buff entrepreneur, like really buff, sure, why not?
Hooray!
All my objections have suddenly disappeared. Vera puts you and Scott to work, stuffing packets of promotional cocaine to the public, to publicize the TV shows. You gain +3 money as a payment. Right.
Let's do this.
Okay. Let me see what I can buy. Oh, the tampon's not here again. Events. Shit. I don't think she needed anything from here.
See you later.
Let me get the... What the fuck is this?
Let's do this.
Okay. We'll go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monsters nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity in this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Later you see Miranda and Vera concerned by the wolf pack, who are watching them like a pack of wolves.
The wolf pack is here.
How would one of you ladies like to go on a date tonight with the hottest dogs ever to not be literal hot dogs?
What?
I wouldn't at all.
What a
This is
commoner.
not at all how I like my courtships to begin. Where are the jewels? Where are the flowers? Where are the bloody heads of my enemies? Oh man, we'll show you courtship on the court when we win on the court at sports. We'll show you sportship courtship. Every time I think the guys at the school can't get any dumber. Oh, I get it. You're both shy. Don't worry, our barks are worse than our bites. Except when we're doing sports, 'cause then we bring it, yeah. But if neither of you have the confidence to say which one wants to go out with us tonight, we can just choose for you. Yikes. Like, they're relatively well-intentioned, but you should definitely step in and save one of them. Tonight, Miranda can't. I have 2 tickets to Cirque de la Mer's underwater show. You don't want to go out with Vera. I hear her snakes have syphilis. Oh no, Vera, I'm so sorry to hear of your illness. You look awful once your snakes all fall out. My snakes aren't going to fall out. They don't have syphilis. How dare you start rumors about me? I should sue you for libel. My reputation is all I have. Other than money, good looks, and great clothes, of course. So, if you don't have STDs, want to go out tonight? Sure, I can absolutely go out with you. I don't have syphilis, so I can go out with whoever I want, whenever I want. Dope. We'll howl for you at 8. Damn it. That's why you should never joke about STDs. You lose -2 smarts and -1 boldness. But she gave us a heart, so I don't know what that... Is that a bad thing, or... Is there any way to, like, check your, like, relationship stats with anything? Oh. Oh, it shows you the stats of it all. Huh. Interesting. I think she gave a heart to the bug red guy. Guess we're going to the library. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs mining some Bitcoin. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 Bitcoin, which is equal to +$2,000. Which, unfortunately, is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. You're intrigued by your new little toy when you feel the temperance oddly rising. Are you catching a fever, or is it...
What's up?
Hey, dumbass, what's that? Why are you playing with a little guy taking a shit? Is this some kind of weird new G.I. Joe? Ah, classic mistake. No, Damien. This is called a caganer. You wouldn't know, of course. It means shedder. It's a religious thing from the Spanish region of Catalonia. Wait. Rewind. How is this poopy boy a religious thing? Well, you know about the nativity scene, right? Catholic people reenacting Jesus' birth and all during Christmas. Lame. Shut up. Thing is, in Catalonia, Christmas builds the nativity scene for the Christmas... excuse me. Christmas with Mary, baby Jesus, and the animals. And of course, this random guy taking a shit nearby behind a bush or something. Is it some kind of prank or something? Oh no, it's a very serious thing along Catalans. If you want to make the nativity scene, you better include the Cagner. It's the culturally respectful thing to do.
Whoa, that's
Ha!
crazy.
Respectful to who? God damn it, this is priceless. Cagner? Love it. The ultimate action figure. I mean, it fucking beats the lameness out of Christianity and everything. What the hell, man? I wanted Vera, not you. One could say that, I guess. But why did these Catalan people decide to put a guy taking a shit next to the birth of Jesus Christ? Good question. Nobody knows. It's a tradition that's been there for centuries. But no one knows its origins. Catalan people just go for it because it has been done like that since forever. Nobody knows why they put the shitter next to Jesus, and yet they've done it for centuries? I must know. The intrigue is killing me. Yeah. Wow, it really looks as if it was about to kill him by giving him a seizure. Maybe you can help solve the mystery. Catch a real shitter and interrogate them about it. Get into the mind of shitter by reenacting the scene. Catch a real shitter and interrogate them about it. And so you go to the bathrooms to catch an unsuspecting person taking a shit. You open the first stall and lucky you, there's someone pooping. What's less lucky is that someone turns out to be something and that something is a wild ostrich. You would start wondering why there was a wild ostrich in your school's bathroom, or why it's taking a shit in such a civilized way, but there's no time for wandering as you have a shitter to catch, even if that shitter is an ostrich. What the fuck? Unfortunately, the ostrich is very agile and dodges your tackle. It starts making loud ostrich noises and running frantically away. As there is no consciousness on the actual onomatopoeia for the noises as an ostrich makes, we settle for a womp womp. You start changing the ostrich, but it's too fast. The whole scene is not very gracious. It's basically you, all sweaty, chasing a still pooping wild ostrich with its screaming womp womp. Meanwhile, not so far from there.
Loser.
What the hell is Red doing? No idea. Look at her, chasing that poor ostrich. What could we have possibly said for her to put herself in such an absurd situation? I can't remember. My memory is collapsed by the image of them chasing a pooping ostrich. It's just too much. Yes, same here. I think we can safely assume that she is probably doing it for the sake of some very weird, unappealing fetish.
I'm out.
Yeah, sounds just like them. Always weird, always unappealing. Wanna grab some drinks? Sure thing. Oof. You knew a wild ostrich would ruin your life. One day, it was written in the stars. You lose -2 charm and -1 smarts. Bruh.
Let's do this.
Okay. Who the heck is that? Anyways, Vera's here. Vera's drinking her customarily lunchtime scotch because you can drink whatever the hell you want at this school, but Scott's not making it easy for her.
Bro.
Hey Vera, what you drinking?
What?
Scotch, why? Because it smells like a delicious forest fire, and I'm curious, what's it called? Scotch. Yes. No, that's what it's called. What? Scotch. Yes? No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Then why is it called Scots? That's just what it's called. Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots? I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it's possible to be. I'm the most Scot. No, ugh. What will it take for you to get this issue? Scott's not gonna drop it unless you do something, so you cut in and say, yeah, it's called Scott's, but today is opposite day, so everything that's Scott's is actually Vera's. You're right, Scott. That drink is your birthright. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah, we'll do this one. Don't you mean today isn't opposite day? No. I'm not sorry. Not Vera. I guess I'll be taking your drink. Wink. Wait, time out. If everything that's Scott's is Vera's, do I have to give Vera all my stuff? Yes. Oh, okay. And does Vera have to give me all of her stuff? Sure. Unfortunately for you, I have no stuff. All my possessions are owned by cleverly disguised shell companies. Now hand over your wallet. Okay, okay. Boy, opposite day sure is the best, isn't it? It sure is. After Scott leaves you alone, you and Vera definitely don't spend all his money on cocaine. Damn. What was I doing? I was just at the library. Or was that class? Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, now we're outdoors. That day during recess, you started a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You're all set to enjoy some sun when all of a sudden the sun disappears. You don't do much, the darkness suits you, but Polly and Vera are pissed. Who extinguished the sun, and why didn't they ask my permission first? Yeah, we're already have like 10 hours of night every night. We don't need night during the day. Oh yes, please excuse us, sorry for the inconvenience. A solar behemoth is threatening to eat every baby in the world, so we've caused a solar eclipse. You know, I'm ordered to defeat it. It's all very technical and magical. No need to hurt your heads thinking about it. It'll be over soon. I'll hurt your heads thinking about it. Free period will be over soon. And then how will I sunbathe? God, you guys are so selfish. This is unacceptable. Move the moon away from the sun this instant, or I'll find someone who can. She's looking right at you when she says that. You realize that if you don't step in, this will turn into a full-scale catfight. So you roll up your sleeves and bribe your contacts in military intelligence to nuke a hole through the moon. Offer the solar behemoth half the 12-year-olds in the world instead. They're bigger and less cute. Let's do that. You borrow the megaphone from the gym, climb to the roof of the school, and address the solar behemoth. You explain that tweens have way more meat on them than babies, and meat is good. But although the solar behemoth may be unholy amalgam of sunfire, the malevolence is not a fucking idiot. It replies in a voice like piping hot hatred that it doesn't want smelly tweens anywhere near its 100 mouths. Sorry guys, what can I say? Looks like we were right all along. You'll be hearing from my lawyers and my warlocks. Why is everyone always trying to save the world from unholy terrors? Just let them have it. That's what I say. I don't even want to live in a world where I can't sunbathe. The way Polly and Vera are glaring at you now, you're not sure you want to live in this world either. You lose smarts and charm. Damn.
Let's do this.
Okay, guess we're going to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Your performance in that game earns you a position of first pick on Vera's team for next game. Sweet. When you get over to her side of the court, though, you notice her furrowed brows. She's having trouble choosing the next player.
Hey there.
As much as I hate to admit it, I brought you over here because I need your help. You see, my acceptance at the top-tier business schools is riding on this game. Everyone knows business schools hate losers. Dodgeball is basically the new golf. I need to assemble a killer team, but my skills lie in discerning people's weaknesses, not their strengths. That's where you come in. Help me pick the best team, and I'll sure to remember you fondly when I'm crushing peons with my business degree. Picking teams is your jam, you whisper in Vera's ear. Pick all the worst players. If we win, you're God for leading losers to victory. If we lose, it's all their fault. Don't pick any of those chumps. I'll just hire us a team of homicidal dodgeball supermen who used to be mercenaries. Solving problems through unfair application of capital, just the thing business schools are looking for. Hire away. You make a call to your preferred mercenary provider, and pretty soon you've got a team of hobgoblins who look like they could beat the shit out of the moon. Despite the other team's protests, the game begins. It lasts 14 seconds. As the ambulance crew arrives to clean up the wreckage, Vera winks at you. In the end, what matters most is that we work together as a team. Yep, that's the moral of the story. Alright, you gain 2 fun and 1 charm. In a world with little to no laws, they threaten to sue each other a lot. Yeah. They're weirdos. For sure. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch, a single very suspicious-looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light. Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination. It also has a skull on it, and it smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it's for eating. It's a perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort of that puts a princess to sleep for hundreds of years? You literally just admitted it's poison. I know, and I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me up with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me? Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need to poison herself for the sake of a man. You don't need to eat the apple. Princes should be eating poison apples so that you'll kiss them. You don't need to eat that apple. There are plenty of eligible princes on hotprincefinder.com. A marvelous idea. If the princes are asleep, I shall be able to access them fully before making a selection. Come to think of it, I suppose this is why the princes prefer sleeping damsels to begin with. God, royal marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market. In my kingdom, it's more of a fish market. In any case, you two have truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poisoned apples to all nearby princes forthwith. Miranda gets to work poisoning all her suitors. Vera is very impressed with your unenlightened opinions on gender and poison. Hooray.
Let's do this.
Okay, what do we need to work on? I guess we need to work on smarts. Yeah, so we gotta go to the classroom. Oh, but she's there. Boldness. What does the library do? Library gives money. Fun. Creativity. Boldness. Which one is boldness? Oh, it's the bathroom. Okay. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you gave 0 shits and gained 2 boldness. Right. In the course of your actions, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop. Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far in terms of making people look like imbeciles, but I think it's time we monetize. Sick burns don't buy fresh outfits. Yeah, fine, whatever. I guess I could use some new thongs or whatever, but like, I don't want to stop making people look dumb just so we can make money. I don't want to sell out. Personally, I can't wait to sell out, but you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand. The question, of course, is how do we do both? Yeah, how do we get rich off yanking people's chains? Careful with your choice of words, Polly. What? Chains are a big thing for ghosts. Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you can offer a solution. Why don't you make up a funny workout craze? It works for Frank. Pilates, the inventor of Pilates. Oh man, do I have a great prank for you. I call it stealing. Yeah, funny workout? Wow, a fake workout craze? I'll file that right between leg warmers and pagers under the things that were great ideas in 1980s. Sorry, not sorry, but Derzian Inc. is dedicated to exploring only the most innovative field of humiliation. Yeah, nobody falls for that fake workout stuff anymore. Because, like, everyone already knows the one foolproof way to get tight thighs and a delicious ass. Brimping. You've heard of brimping, right? You have never heard of brimping. Time to make a swift exit before you look like even more of an idiot. You lose 2 fun and 1 creativity, bruh. Women.
Let's do this.
Alrighty, so let's increase our smarts. 2 class. That day you were astonished by the new stuff you learned in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class would actually be useful? What a nice surprise. You gain 1 valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And 2 smarts. You're packing your stuff after class when suddenly, Coach bursts in with Vera and Liam under his arms. Emergency. You two, emergency. This student is failing the killing stare class. Vera, Liam, you're the best students in that class. You've got to help her pass. Excuse me. I can't possibly waste my time on this. My time is valuable. You'll be receiving an invoice. See, you already agree on something. I can feel the teamwork flowing, like melted butter over the lobster of success. And because motivation is the carrot on the stick of victory, I'm going to lock all 4 of us in this classroom until this student gives us the best killing stare in the whole school. Ugh, okay, show us what you got, and do it quickly, alright? The hell? You're ready to give your best killing stare. You focus as hard as you can. It looks as if you're trying to poop with all your heart, not exactly a killing stare. Okay, let's start your training. The 3 of you do a lot of crazy training while an inspirational song plays out of nowhere. It's all very motivational. After a 30-second sequence, night has already come and all of you are covered in sweat. Damn, so intense. Fucking training sequences. Time to escape this torment. Give us a true killing stare unless you want to slave the rest of your days in the cocaine mines. That's right. I'll stuff a bunch of cocaine in a mine and make you dig it out just to torment you. You dig down to the bottom of your soul and bust out. A look so fabulous it slays. An ordinary pocket watch which you use to hypnotize Liam into liking something uncool. A look so fabulous it slays. You purse your lips 10% and raise your eyebrows precisely 2 centimeters up and 3 degrees out. It's super effective. Vera's snakes are totally charmed. This is fire. It's mainstream and underground at the same time. What is that? Understream? Main ground? I don't know. You're so hot right now. I have seen gold. Why did I say it like that? I have seen God, and she is a super hot high school teen. Have their plus 3 charm, you earned it, beautiful. That's so stupid.
Let's do this.
It's 1 God, love your song. Okay, we'll go talk to them again. You approach Liam at Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. This school has literally no rules, apparently. Oh, it's the wine thing all over again. Okay, you know a lot about wine, king. Okay, so in this one... we said this one, the sangria one, but now it's this. The tannins in this robust Malbec are an elegant way to mask the taste of poison, perfect for diplomatic missions. Why would you want to disguise the taste of... Oh. You're going to poison someone. Of course you are. You're always poisoning people. Quiet. No, I'm not. People in no way directly associated with me are always poisoning people, and soon they will strike again. France has suffered under its unjust king for too long. Plus, he called me fat at a party once when I was 11. Damn, girl, you remember that? Who is this king you keep talking about? I'm telling you, France doesn't have a king anymore. Soon, Liam, soon. Vera is so thankful for you to solving her assassination problem. She lets you braid her snakes. You get a bit a few times, but it's so worth it.
Let's do this.
Alrighty, let's see. We need creativity. Creativity is the auditorium, right? Yeah, okay. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyways, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. It seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain +2 creativity. You see Vera looking at her phone. She's obviously pissed, so you decide to go talk to her. Not another dick pic. I mean, I know that's what you've got to expect when you look at stunning as I do all the time, but still, not fond of dick pics. Not at all. When are guys going to learn? Dicks look gross. Sending me a picture of your dick is not a treat for me. I'm not going to frame it and put it on my wall. I'm going to put it in a folder called Sad Losers and then delete the folder, and then I'll probably set the phone on fire, just in case. Hey, you're pretty unpleasant, right? Help me figure out what to say to this guy so he'll stop trying to make me look at his wiener. Go for the burn. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing anything. Does your phone have a zoom function? Or maybe a microscope attachment? Damn. Destroy his life. Photo edit all the pics into a silly looking monster and make it the star of a weird kid show and make millions with it. You make a joke out of him, become rich, and you own the copyrights to his dick. Jesus, I feel like that's something she would do. Aw, no, she didn't like that. So your solution is this, for me to make a career out of it? You do realize you're basically making it so I have to spend the rest of my life depending on this fool. Oh my god. And if I get lucky and he doesn't send me anymore, I need to start asking for them? I would be financially married to this dude. He does that sound good to you, genius?
Goodbye.
Be my guest and go marry yourself. Damn. Huh, that definitely backfired. Next time, let's try not to mix the kids. It doesn't seem like a smart move. Fair enough. We lose fun and creativity. Damn.
Let's do this.
Okay. So now we have to work on fun, and that is outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan the small magician Latino cat slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal 2 fun from him. Hooray. You're making your daily protection payment to Vera, then when suddenly...
Greetings.
Everyone stop what you're doing and look at my majestic visage. Ew. The interdimensional prince. Muscling in on my territory, are you? Not at all, my darling Viperess. I am here strictly in a business capacity. Business, you say? I'm all ears, except for my snakes, which are all tongues and teeth. It's simple economic, my love. You're an aspiring crime kingpin. I am a prince. I propose a merger. A merger of our resources, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits.
Not bad.
Interesting. Oh no, Vera's getting out her calculator. If she decides this merger is financially viable, good luck asking her to prom. But how will you undermine Vera's confidence in the prince's financial status? Replace all his gold with fish. Stealing all his money with your high-frequency trading algorithm, Carl. Yes. Before we drew up the contract, I hope you won't mind providing a full accounting of your assets. Of course not, my dear. As you can see from this spreadsheet, my entire kingdom is owned by someone named Carl. Let me see that. You idiot. Carl isn't a person, it's a computer algorithm. It probably stands for something like Computerized Autonomous Robotic Light Bulb. Nope, Doesn't stand for anything, it's just Carl. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smart.
Let's do this.
Vera. You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of unidentifiable prime meat. Alright, Damien, I know you had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition. Like when you told me not to bring all my knives. But I trust we can put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labors. You mean the meats of our labors? Yes, together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our... Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try using fire on it? Of course I use fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove. Did the fire ever, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can be only eaten ultra rare. Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower. Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this. What is reasonable? If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. You will surely make the intelligent choice for us, isn't that right? My word, the steak is too cooked already. Rub some ice on it and dust it in blood quick. The only correct way to enjoy steak is after its charred remains have been retrieved from a burning building. Quite right, quite right. Someone turn off the heat. Get a frost wizard in here. Fetch me more blood from the blood bank. What the fuck? I'm not gonna eat a big chunk of raw meat. How am I supposed to ensure maximum suffering without fire? Oh darn, guess I'm going to have to enjoy this whole juicy steak by myself. Whatever, I'm gonna go burn down a burger joint and eat whatever survives the fire. Good for you, Damien. Live your best life. Vera slips you a thick stack of cash under the table. Unfortunately, she pays you in Vera bucks. More unfortunately, your stack of Vera bucks is redeemable for 4.5 minutes of intimate eye contact. Juicy. Hooray.
Let's do this.
Alright, we should upgrade creativity, which is... Creativity is the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get to you. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the pathos of the play in unexpected ways, and that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain 2 creativity. You find Liam storming out of the dressing room, still wearing his very fancy costume. He goes straight to Vera, where she sits in the audience, as usual, judging people. You've got to help me, Vera. Art is in jeopardy. Help you, please. I signed up to be a dramaturge, specifically because it allowed me to criticize people without doing any real work. You may return to your calculated apathy immediately after helping me sign underground supergroup Yogurt Restored to score our play. You want Yogurt Resort to score our play? The ones who did help me, I'm drowning in tractors? I hate to admit it, but that's actually a very cool idea. The fact that someone besides me knows about Yogurt Resort only makes me slightly less excited about this plan, which should tell you how important this is to me. How are you going to pay for that, though? Ugh, that's exactly what the director said. Everyone is trying to smother my artistic spark beneath the boot heel of capitalism. It appears that I must make some concessions to my invisible hand of the market if I am to realize my dream. Yeah, I definitely want this to happen, Liam. We just have to figure out how. Have a bake sale, but with cocaine to the baked goods. Tell them we're all orphans and that this is a charity event. Have a bake sale. What? What makes you think I know where to get a saleable quantity of cocaine? Who do you work for? Are you a cop? You have to tell me if you're a cop. She doesn't need to say anything. The truth is in her eyes. I can't believe you used my sincere appreciation of the musical arts in a cynical stinge operation. This is all going on my blog immediately. It turns out that Liam's blog is very widely read. Now that everyone thinks you're a cop, no one will share their drugs with you. You lose 2 fun and 1 charm. Damn, bruh.
Let's do this.
Damn. This is kind of difficult. But outdoors, but she's there. I don't want to buy anything. I guess we'll go to class then. That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains +10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. You also gain 2 smarts. Hooray! Later, you see Vera frantically rooting through her kelpie skin purse. I forgot about this idiotic assignment Mrs. Panthera gave us, and now I'm totally screwed. We were supposed to bring something for show and tell. Is this spooky high school or spooky kindergarten? And it's supposed to say something about who we are. I don't want any of my loser classmates to know things about me. No offense taken, Vera. All I have in my purse are tampons, some coke, and some money. What can I present that's interesting that won't get me arrested for possession of drugs? Show your fierce body, show your superiority. Show your superiority. Wow, good call. No matter what else I'm carrying, I always have my superiority with me. Always. And it never hurts to remind everyone to stay in their goddamn place and recognize a queen when they see one. When Vera gets up to address the class, she looks even nudier than usual. Hello class, I'm Vera Oberlin, and I will be showing you my superiority. To start with, let's begin with my superior sense of fashion. This is bolstered to my wealth, which allows me to purchase the clothing my superior taste dictates. In addition to being richer and better dressed than you are, I am also wealthier and more fashionable. Damn, son, Vera sure is superior. Good thing you recognize her superiority, because now she gained an A+. You gained 2 smarts and a charm.
Let's do this.
Vera, I see you. You find Vera and Polly at their table, deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People... Okay, it's this thing. Tapeworms. I think, yeah, tapeworms was the one. Okay, so we've already had this conversation with them.
Let's do this.
Okay, so fun needs to increase. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn you, didn't remember you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in, pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the groovy masuka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the groovy masuka. In no time, half of the party is following your steps, enjoying the groovy masuka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain 2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Hey, remember that one time at that one party where you explained to me in great detail your brilliant secrets of the business world? Holy shit, you do not, and that doesn't sound like your area of expertise at all. You must have been pretty drunk. But it's Vera, so you smile and nod. Well, I will be attending a very fancy and important business dinner event tonight filled with the powerful people by exclusive invitation. And by exclusive invitation, I mean I'm going to use my Gorgon powers to turn the concierge into stone and then sneak in. I'd love to see you put other people's money where your mouth is if you're not doing anything tonight. You were planning on reorganizing your collection of very rare mint-condition Pokemon cards. Your popular trading card game based on the even more popular video game Pocket Humans. Each card depicts a human being with a specific job and bio. But that can wait, so when the time rolls around for the fancy business dinner, you shove them in your pocket and roll out. Over here, glad you can make it. I've been raking in business cards hand over claws so far. I met Gertrude Gorgonzola, the Diamond Tampon Tycoon, and Ray K. Bebop, the social media influencer, rapper, robot, and they both very excited to do business with me. How have you done so far? You turn out your pockets and show Vera the evidence of your endeavors, which consists of the lobby cards for the hotel the convention is in, and the only thing handed to you by a real businessman, a sticky note with the word "No" written in red Sharpie. Maybe I should have invited someone else. Literally anyone else. No, it's okay. You still have an hour left of the event. It's time to put out all the stops and choose an amazing tactic to get as many business cards as you can to prove to Vera what a valuable business asset and or prom date you are. You may have no business and therefore no business cards to exchange, but you are sure have Pokemon cards. Trade those. Convince the business people you have a rare disease that can only be cured if you are given 100 business cards. I feel like the Pokemon cards would not work, so we're gonna do this one. You stand on a chair and deliver a passionate, impassioned, unimpassive speech about the severity of your illness and your desperate need for business cards. It's incredibly effective. You remember what Miranda once told you about rich people? They love staying ridiculously wealthy while using just enough of that wealth in ways that make them appear sympathetic. Thank you all so much for your generosity towards this poor, sickly, suffering, ugly soul. Thanks. I will be collecting business cards on her behalf. We greatly appreciate your generosity. One by one, the business people will give Vera their cards before offering their condolences for what the illness has done to your eyes, ears, general shape, etc. All in all, it's actually pretty insulting for you. But Vera looks thrilled. Before too long, she has collected the badly needed 100 business cards. And that's exactly what we needed. It looks like their compulsive anonymous have been cured forever unless I need more business cards at a later time. Compulsively shout at business suit-clad lizard person from the crowd. Why, that was the exact disease this charity fundraiser was organized to find a cure for. This young woman and her very ugly friend are heroes, shouts at a chupacabra smoking a gold cigar. I certainly am, and I look forward to doing heroic business with all of you. You and Vera exit the event, business cards cram into your pocket, friendships solidified, future brimming with business, and prom potential brimming with 2 smarts and 1 creativity. The monster prom. Oh boy. Vera, please, accept me.
Hey there.
Yes.
Let's do this!
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to a monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to prom with you. Sorry, I'm focusing on my career. Damn it, my career of not dating losers. Bruh. Man. 15 new events, 16 new outcomes. Oh my god. Most likely to be tasty if eaten by other people. Vera owns the most snakes. What the heck? What do I have to do though? Scott unexpectedly ended up in film school and partnered with Vera to cooperate their very own TV show. It was brought by Netflix, since Netflix will be buying anything, even a crazy TV show co-created by recently graduated high schoolers. Miranda got a job being princess of her own kingdom, which was actually kind of her job already. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. Damien became an interior designer, specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Okay, I mean, I guess this sucks. They rejected me. I'm gonna look it up, how to score the dates in Monster Prom. Yeah, no. The thing is though, should I do like one more run? Damn, they were really just like, you have to like just get as many outcomes as you can. So here we go again. I wonder how like how do you want to play? Around 30 minutes, around 60 minutes. I guess we'll do another full game. Alright. We'll continue as red.
Showtime!
Vera, please. Stupidest quiz. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna get a different type of question? Democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? We create a reality show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates complete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase and we would turn a profit on it. Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins. You put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, then it's obvious. The bear should be our president. That's so stupid, the first one. What would be the coolest prize? Okay, we'll pick something else. Your partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a great gift. Anything capable of leading them to an overdose of some sorts. The head of their fiercest enemy. The abstract concept of gratefulness. A pony. Always a pony. A silly toy that makes silly noises. Anything on fire or a weapon. No, a weapon on fire. The head of their fiercest enemy. Yeah, I had a feeling that was hers.
Let's do this!
Okay. So, we have smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, fun, money. Creativity is our lows, so we have to hit the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you a figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. Hooray. You spy Vera and Liam engaging in their favorite pastime, a variation of people watching called monster judging.
So pathetic.
Do you see what she's wearing? Newsflash, lime green striper boots do not go with chupacabra fur. At least she made a choice. I've already seen 6 people wearing the same Air Gorgon sneakers. We really are the lucky ones, Liam. Most people are just absolutely hideous. But even their hideousness is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but I have yet to see one who is the most hideous. I wonder what such an abomination would even look like. True hideousness is on the inside, in your organs. A person with their organs on their outside would be the most hideous. A toned body, symmetrical face, nice features because traditional beauty standards are hideous mainstream. Maybe this one. Ah, yes, I've always said that a person's insides could be even worse than their shell. A passing hermit crab dragon hybrid glares at her, but Vera doesn't seem to care. I mean, unkempt eyebrows are gross enough, but an unkempt esophagus, the mind reels. I will admit, as repulsive as I find most people, it would be hard for me to ignore the exposed circulatory system. And there's nothing more hideous than being drawn to repulsive people just because you're thirsty. I can relate. I've seen Polly drawn some pretty repulsive lowlives herself when she's thirsty. Of course, that's a different kind of thirst, but the principle certainly holds. The innocent joy of bonding over mutual diversions of the appearance of others, you gain 2 fun and 1 creativity. Ray. Okay.
Let's do this.
There's Vera. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And do know better that you know that yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Hey there.
It's nothing personal, it's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops, besides being handed everything you want on a platter. In this case, the platter being an online money transferring platform. Is almost boring? Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting. And we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is, since he's so obsessed with us? We should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know, a weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroad. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. You can easily grow this arrangement into business, just escalate and delegate, have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that financial slave go and find a financial slave. Tell him to marry a llama. We'll do this one. Aha, that would increase our income exponentially, immediately. Which are 2 of my absolute favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain. I mean, 1 financial slave between the 2 of us is already strangely a lot to handle, so managing an army of them sounds draining. But as long as it's a pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid, where we don't have to actually deal with lowlives, who cares? Meh, I think I'll just go check on my toilet wine. Don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know as good as a business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Damn. Which happened one time actually, but it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become officially certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. And they'll start a dirt slave, and then if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a pathetic ground slave, and then they can work their way all the way up to gold, diamond, platinum, Shakmo, Mocha, Grand Supreme Slave. This was a great idea. We should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit. Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit, Vera sharing her cash flow is like 3rd base for her. Awesome.
Let's do this.
Okay, now boldness. Which one is boldness? Oh, boldness is bathroom. Okay. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. That's right, you hit the clubs with Vera and Polly. Thanks Satan for fake IDs.
It's Polly time!
Put those wallets away, you 2. Drinks are on me. By which I mean drinks are on that guy. No need, Polly. I'm into this crazy new thing called paying for my own drinks. Maybe you've heard of it? Maybe. It's that French for my boobs aren't big enough to get free drinks. Ah, feminism is dead. That sounds like a reason to drink. BRB. but soon
Huh?
it didn't work.
Just give up.
What was it that you said? It sounded like Portuguese for it. My shameless pandering didn't get us any free drinks. This is quickly getting out of control. Maybe if you find a way to make that guy pay for your drinks, you can fix this. It's party time. Sedate the guy when he's in the bathroom. Put a pair of sunglasses on him and pretend he was your pal. It's crime time. Steal the guy's wallet to learn his address. Then go to his house, kidnap his daughter, and demand drinks from him as ransom. Using your skills as a pickpocket and a kidnapper, you execute your brilliant plan. And people said high school wouldn't adequately prepare you for the real world. Your target, whose name is Dale, by the way, just so you know who you hurt, is so worried for his daughter that he buys you the whole bar. Ooh, I knew my tits were unstoppable. They just needed some time to work. Quiet, Polly. I need to concentrate on all this cocaine I'm doing. This is a night you'll never forget. Owning a bar is great, but the real treasure is the times you shared and the lives you ruined. You gain 3 money. Hooray.
Let's do this.
Alright, we need to increase our charm, so dodgeball. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular combat. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Later, you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech of mine. It's not okay. So I forgot what I put for this one. Perfect prom shoes. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying. Oh yeah, she's talking about her business idea of owning a shop or whatever. Why don't we ask Coven? So we did that last time and it did not work out. Literally just search on the internet, like that's literally what it's there for. Oh right, good call. Sometimes you get so caught up in the grand scheme of exploiting blood magic to secure petty victory that you forget about the little things. You and Vera scamper over to the library to put the school's computers to good use for once. For real, does anyone at the school use computer resources for educational purposes? Huh, let's just search blood magic to guarantee prom queen victory over basic bitches to maintain social status. That's pretty clear, right? Couldn't possibly be clearer. Seems like we're gonna need the blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess. Oh. Oh shit, I actually need to write that down, huh? Okay, so... blood of former prom queen. Tongue of goat. Goat. Earrings of ancient goddess. Okay. Not exactly stuff that's going to be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Not that I'm destined to be prom queen, or I wouldn't have to do blood magic in the first place, but hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you make your own destiny. You check the shop, I'll grab a goat, and we'll meet up in the bathrooms to cut its tongue out and get this party started. Sounds like a party indeed. You gain 2 fun and 1 smart.
Let's do this.
Do I actually go to her?
Hey, stranger.
Do you have what I'm looking for? It said earrings. So, for sure.
No refunds.
I bought something. Perv achievement. It says perv. You or another player bought a used tampon just because ew. Well, I bought it.
Let's do this.
Okay. So she didn't say anything about earrings of an ancient goddess, so let's see. She said to meet at the bathrooms, right? That day you skipped class intending to spend the term in the bathrooms, but you encountered 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb, God bless the monster scout and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathroom, you've totally gained 2 boldness. Vera's trying to teach you and Scott how to play craps, and you hear an all too familiar howl. Guys, the wolf pack is here. It's my family and teammates, the wolf pack. Yes, wonderful. I'm sure they're here to share their latest intellectual achievement.
The wolf pack is
What's
here.
up, my dogs? Ew. Hey guys, Vera was just... That's cool, that's cool. So who's got a hot date lined up for this weekend? Oh, don't tell me, I've got this. Is it you? Bingo, broski. Turns out online dating's super easy. Yeah, the secret is to just be hot, like me. Sure, or you can just use an actor's face and body instead of your own face and body on the dating website. That's what we did. Aren't you worried about the potential consequences of that? Like, what's gonna happen when your date realizes you're not actually handsome, mixed strong pics? How did you know which actor we chose? And what are we gonna do? That's a very real problem that we never considered. Luckily, you're an expert at online dating, and the lying you share with them is a perfect solution. Spend the entire day inside a cardboard refrigerator box covered in question marks. Mystery is alluring. Just be yourself, but first tear off the actor's face and wear it so yourself will have the same face as the actor. I feel like this one. What? That's a great idea. We can even write handsome, mixed strong pics on the box to make it extra convincing. But how are you gonna fit inside that big box? Oh, that's easy, Scott. We're athletes. We'll just sit on each other's shoulders. Oh, thank goodness. The one flaw in this plan cleverly solved. The wolf pack happily goes off and find a cardboard box, and you go congratulate yourself on a job well done. But the next morning, you wake up a trouble newspaper headline. Internet date ruined by stack of wolves wearing cardboard box. Scott and Vera will never let you hear the end of this. You lose 2 smarts and creativity. Fuck.
Let's do this.
Okay, so now we need charm. So, to the gym. Then we got dodgeball. At one point, you were about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convinced him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy at the stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain 2 charm. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. But it looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head. It's actually 2 of her snakes fighting, poisons flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire, and it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand where they eat snakes. Decapitate them and set an example. You could totally rock some bangs. Snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building your evil empire. Oh god. No, you misunderstood entirely. You see, they are working. They just very, very bad at it. I mean, have you ever tried to teach a snake to orchestrate a coup? It's like herding cats. Except instead of cats, they're snakes, and instead of hurting them, you're teaching them to undermine a sovereign government. And so instead of sowing the seed of dissent through a calculated disinformation campaign, the stupid things end up arguing about the empire means. I've had it. Vera takes her comb and starts violently beating all the snakes. You're pretty sure that's not how combs work, but you decide to split before she tries the same trick on you. You lose charm and boldness. Aw, damn it.
Let's do this.
I feel like this situation is the same thing, so we'll go to this.
Give me your money.
Let's see, if we do new, sold out, too poor for this, damn. Let's do the free gift thing.
Funds.
Oh. Week 3 evening.
Let's do this.
Okay. So... Yikes, everything's bad. So we'll go to... What is creativity? Creativity is the auditorium. Okay. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard some of your classmates start throwing roses. Okay. Do creativity, hooray. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly, and Liam. You dive in to rescue them and straight into the season finale of the Interdimensional Bachelors. Oh. Good lord. Help, I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard.
Yes!
Oh my god, we're on a game show? Yes, indeed. Tonight, you three will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes mine. I'm gonna win. I don't even care what the prize is. Your what? Your wife? What a revolting premise. So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios, our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you. That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a twardy dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question. That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and send the prince packing. I present you with my grandmother's wedding ring still attached to my naked grandmother. Jaws on hinges, bees pour out. What the fuck? I present you with my grandmother's wedding ring still attached to my naked grandmother. What is this one? So bold. You unhid your jaws and let the bees pour out. You definitely couldn't do this back in your home dimension. Ah, stop that. You're supposed to answer with words, not bees. Probably should have specified that bees seem like a legitimate answer to me. What are you against avant-garde forms of expression? Words are so passé. Oh man, I was gonna say bees. You totally stole my answer. Wait, I got it. Polly unhinges her ghostly jaw and thousands of locusts pour out. Damn, you wish you thought of that. Locusts are way cooler. It doesn't matter though. The prince is so busy fending off bugs, he can't focus on keeping you in his dimension. You all teleport back. You're pleased to see your victory, although your throat is a little hoarse, which is ironic because the little horse isn't what came out of your mouth. 2 creativity and 1 boldness. Hooray.
Let's do this.
Okay, we need smarts, so we have to go to class. That day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense, blah, okay. 2 smarts, hooray. Sounds of learning, chalk on the blackboard, pencil on paper, an ominous crash. It would seem that Damien and Vera have knocked over several desks in a rush to get to one particular seat. Listen, snake for brains, don't you dare even think about. Back off, brimstone breath. I would turn you to stone before you can snap your oddly well-manicured fingers. What makes you think you're worthy of sitting in the ultimate cool seat? I could get more likes posting a picture of me flipping you off than you get a full frontal nude. Ha, clearly you've never seen my nudes. Ever heard of... what? DemonOuchBroadtexting.com? Well then, if my sex aren't internet famous, I'm obviously the fucking coolest. You think being ridiculed on the internet makes you cooler than being on King Mino's list of wealthiest human hybrids under 300 years old? Okay. This could go on forever. Better settle it for them. Just fucking take the seat yourself before either of them can stop you. Call down an unholy storm of rhinoceri and obliterate the seat. What if we sit there? Not so bold. You shove Damien and Vera out of the way and plop your butt down the ultimate cool seat. You smirk gleefully at their admiration-filled speechless stares, but that's not admiration. That's horror. Your ass is smoking, and not like your ass is smoking, as in hot. Like it's hot, but not in the literal sense. It's on fire, but it's on fire. You leap out of the seat, howling in pain, as the glowing legend appears across the chair back. Whoever is not the raddest will totally get their ass lit on fire if they sit here. Well then, I guess that settles that. I mean, we may not know which one of us is absolute coolest, but we know who it's absolutely not. Yeah, here, let me help you with that fire. Damien's help comes in the forms of stopping the fire out, which would be helpful except the fire is you. You lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. Bro, that sucks.
Let's do this.
Okay, I think, where is she sitting at with Polly? I think we'll go to the store then. Is there any more presents? There's not. What am I gonna do with that? Dragon Heat. Let's see, motivational poster, badass tattoo. Funny glasses, events. Hype station. I guess we'll buy it.
Let's do this.
Okay, so we need charm, so we'll go to the gym. Dodgeball. Okay, hooray. You came to as if you had been knocking out, drugged or something to the sound of "Welcome back to Season 2 of the Interdimensional Bachelor. Today's competitors are the last season's flaw in the cogs. You and an army of sexy werewolves. Hooray! What's up, losers? For the last time, fuckbench, I'm not a werewolf. Perhaps not, but you have a fiery temperament, wolf-like drive, and killer abs, so it's close enough. Yeah, bro, one of us, one of us, one of us. I thought we were going to do a sports game. Sports game, sports game. We are, my dear sweet army of sexy werewolves. And you. We are. In fact, it's time for our first round. Are you ready? For your first test of speed, strength, and skill on the Interdimensional Bachelor Season 2, it's time to see which of you incredibly Lakens can sign your name on this legally binding document that is in no way a marriage contract the fastest. You can see the werewolves' tails wagging in anticipation, ready to prove themselves the fastest. Fastest athletes, and Damien is cracking his knuckles, not about to be outdone. If you don't step in, at least 1 or 2 of these people are going to end up married to the prince of sheer hyper-competitiveness. Thinking quickly, you. Sign the name of Tiroliat the Terrible, thus summoning him. Eat the contract. Eat the contract. Oh, okay. Fast as lightning, you sprint over to the table where the marriage contract sits and devour it. Oh dear, you do know what this means, right? Of course, you destroy the contract, therefore foiling the prince's schemes. I am now legally married to your stomach and lower intestines. Oh, your stomach and lower intestines are married to the interdimensional prince. Good luck finding a date to prom now, nerd. Alas, marriage too specific and limited to internal organs was not what I had in mind for this plan, but I suppose it's better than the lonely bachelor life I've lived until now. Come, let me kiss your stomach and make it official. What the frick? Fuck this. This shit is way too weird, even for our fucked up misadventures. Before the newlywed to your stomach, Prince can stop him. Damien punches a hole through the dimension, rips it open, and allows you and your classmates to escape. Unfortunately, everyone is going to make fun of you until the end of time for having a married stomach, and use a lot of their respect. In this case, that translates to -2 charm and -1 fun. Bruh. I'm just choosing all the wrong answers.
Let's do this.
Okay. Excuse me. Well, let's work on boldness, so we'll go to the bathroom. That day you visit the bathroom to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be any illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Ew. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 staphylococcus, so with a slight chance of +1 STD. Gross. On a close inspection, you see blood pooling on the floor, and Vera standing over it, smiling broadly, holding the carcass of a skinned goat.
Hey, you.
Hey, thanks for coming. The fun's just getting started. I know we only need a goat's tongue, but like, if we're going to take the tongue from a goat, might as well take the skin too and make yourself a pair of sweet boots. Not that I know how to sew or would take the time to even if I did, but Miranda has some mer-slaves I can borrow. It's a pretty nice tongue, right? Not too fat, not too thin, the right kind of purple. I think I'll be the most beautiful, regal, feared prom queen ever to grace spooky high school in the no time at all. It's not a bad plan, except that spiders need to be relied themselves too, and it's at that moment that Principal Giant Spider walks in to use the toilet. Oh hey, good afternoon, Principal Giant Spider. I'm just holding this skin goat on school property because it's for Animal Abuse 3. We're getting a head start on our homework because this goat is a spy from a rival institution who has sent here to blow up the school. Principal Giant Spider nods appreciatively. It's always nice to see our students taking initiative about learning things. I'm very proud of the school's successful and well-organized extracurricular and healthy social life of my students. But it does seem like people get a little hung up on certain school events. Seriously, prom is one night. A proper education class. Alas, a tight lifetime. Yep, that's why we're so glad to be doing this right now, because it has nothing to do with prom, just good old-fashioned learning. Alright students, carry on with your learning. Prom. One night. Honestly, I'm not even going to try to be called prom queen. Principal Giant Spider exits, leaving you and Vera to pocket the necessary goat tongue. I'm not trying to be prom queen. I will be prom queen. Two down, got his earrings to go. Maybe Principal Giant Spider has a point about focusing on schoolwork, but fuck it, prom's awesome. You gain +2 fun and creativity.
Let's do this!
Okay, I guess we'll go talk to Vera. You take your seat beside arguably the two coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose that it's always ethnically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there, and if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on, somehow I ended up arguing against my own interest here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward? Or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as a creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. Well, I can't condone animal cruelty, but wholeheartedly support animal education. Ah, I didn't mean to choose that one. Fuck. I do like animals, but their illiteracy is my fourth least favorite thing about them. Right between their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema. It's not the worst idea you've ever had. Although, face it, you are known for having a pretty terrible ideas about 50% of the time. I don't really see building an empire of private schools for cattle, but with my business acumen, I guess it's possible. And I can rest assured the knowledge I'm solving the bovine education crisis. Helping Liam helps cows is like helping you help Liam choose you to grow to prom with. Or something. Okay, we need charm, so we gotta go to the gym. Epic dodgeball match takes place, but the matches isn't important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak, and when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain 2 charm. After a fearsome battle, you find that you, Vera, and Scott are the sole survivors of a bloody and terrible dodgeball match. Damn, are we the only ones alive? Shit, I can't afford to lose. I don't want that on my academic resume. No, not losing. Losing is like not a good thing. Don't worry, Scott. Losing is like winning, except it's losing. I'm not sure if I should feel worried or relieved. Worried, Scott. Losing is bad. A loser Scott is a bad Scott. I don't want to be a bad Scott. Then what we need is a fast way to turn this game around. There's no way to win this dodgeball match unless we completely change the rules of dodgeball as we know them. It's time to unleash your sick acting skills. Pretend you caught a disease and stop the match. Change the rules. Bruh. Having the sick one be pretending that you're sick to stop the match sounds so stupid. You swiftly flee to the International Ministry of Sports and start a complex legal process. After an observed whirlwind of legal action and bribery, you finally drastically change the rules of dodgeball. You go back to high school ready to win the match. But you can't find anyone in the gym. Maybe this is because the whole process of changing the rulebook you around in 4 days. Look who's back, the treacherous scoundrel. Yeah, dude, not cool. We were outnumbered and you just ran away. You try to explain your whole strategy to them, but as you explain it, you realize how dumb it sounds. Nice, so you're either a lying coward or just a complete idiot. What a relief. And why are you trying to change sports? Sports are nice. Sports didn't do anything to you. Leave sports alone. Let's go, Scott. If we stay here, I'll start feeling the urge to change the rule that prevents me from murdering a classmate. There's actually no rule like that. The two walk away looking at Vera's phone to see if she can or cannot murder you with total impunity on school premise. You lose 2 smarts and fun. God damn it.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's see. We should work on smarts. So to class. That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Okay, you've seen this in 2 smarts, hooray. The teacher hands back your latest test. Vera glares at hers, all her snakes hissing. Uh-oh. This is ridiculous. I mean, an A+ is nice, sure, but look at this joke of a test. Monster history? What's the point of this? Nobody has ever become a millionaire thanks to their knowledge of monster history. This high school isn't preparing me for real life. It's just preparing me for mediocrity. This is outrageous. I'm allergic to mediocrity. You there, I need a pep talk. Tell me about my bright career prospects. My job skills are being the best, having fabulous hair, and telling people they're ugly. There's got to be a job out there for me, and you're going to tell me what it is. Right now. Have you considered judging reality television? I hear there's an opening on America's Next Top Monster. Who needs college? The financial system is designed to benefit sociopaths just like you. Look, I've worked out the perfect investment strategy on this spreadsheet. A marvelous idea. What better way to share my objectively correct opinions into the world? Crafting artisanal insults, making talentless hacks cry. It's the role I was born to play. ANTM is too lowbrow for me, though. I was thinking Boo Paul's Dragon Race. Now that's a show. There's no vacancy at present, but I'm sure one can be arranged. Later, when you learn that Boo Paul has been banished by a well-known exorcist for hire, you don't have to wonder who's responsible. You gain 2 money and 1 creativity. Okay.
Let's do this.
I guess we'll go talk to Vera. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins. Okay, here we go. We already had this, so you fold the napkins like it creates self-aware napkins to sole purpose to fold more napkins. Yeah, that's this one. Well, that's quite a specific fold. Under what circumstances? Alright, we already had this one. We know the outcome.
Let's do this.
Alright. Charm. Big dog match. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiating for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain 10 plus 10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that. So you get 2 charm. Vera runs up to you, eyes blazing, teeth gleaming. You will never even believe this shit. Remember how the Coven said we'd never find the earrings? It's because they had them the whole time. We're summoning those bitches and taking those earrings at any cost, even if it's the last thing you do. Did Vera just imply she was willing to let you die in order to become prom queen? Irrelevant because Coven has been summoned.
Nice try.
So you figured it out, good for you. Now give up because you're never getting them. Ha, that's what Miranda said about the sea opal ring her dead grandmother gave her, but look what I'm wearing right now. How do any of you have any friends? It's baffling. You're horrible. Horrible people. I mean, they're not wrong, but there must be some way to get them to fork over the earrings so you can complete the ritual. No, Coven, you've been mistaken. We're trying to save the world too. Make replicas of the earrings, find out where the Coven lives, break in, and replace the earrings with fake ones when they're asleep. You are? Of course we are. Did you really think I only cared about fashion and finance, and showing dominance over my fellow students? It's been a cover this entire time. I've been really using all my free time not to trick people out of their money and complicated business schemes. While looking incredible, I've been saving orphans from interdimensional monsters because I like doing altruistic things. Perfect. Come with us right now. We could use your help. It'd be a dangerous mission. There's no guarantee that any of us will survive, but now that we know how devoted you are. The Coven starts to drag Vera away, but she wrenches herself from the grasp. Stop. I was lying, okay? Good lord, no way am I risking my life for you losers. Nice job. I might die to be prom queen, but probably not. But I'm definitely not going to die doing something lame like trying to save the world. Ah, fuck. Sending Vera off to get killed probably did not endear you to her. Loser, you lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. God damn it. We screwed it up.
Hey, you.
Let's
Yeah,
do
no.
this.
She's not gonna want to go with this. Oh, wait. What? Reopening my MySpace account would be less harmful to my popularity than dating you. I think I just puked in my mouth.
Prom with you?
Clearly this was too much for you. You abandoned high school and spent the rest of your life designing robots for sex purposes. What the fuck? Unfortunately, as soon as your robot lover gets true AI, he rejects you. Yikes. Most likely to get anal bleaching? What the fuck? What the hell? What is this game? This game is on something. Yeah, no, I don't really care about the endings. But damn. Vera really just doesn't like us. Vera, please go to prom. Alright though, but that is gonna be it for today's stream. We've been rejected 3 times by Vera, but that doesn't mean we're gonna stop. At least for now we are, because the rejection is too real. So, until next time, thank you for coming to today's stream. Take care, and have a good one. Goodbye.